Can we tell the difference between all these fake sugars?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Now, I don't know about other places, but in the South, every restaurant's got that little ramekin at the table full of all the artificial sweetener packets because sometimes they don't get the sweet tea just right and you gotta sweeten your own dang iced tea.
Right, and we don't call sweeteners sugar,
Right.
sweet and low, equal, or Splenda. We refer to them as, hey, Aunt Arlene, do you want white, pink, blue, or yellow? She was a pink lady.
My mom is also a pink lady, and she says that sometimes sugar isn't the best sweetener to use.
Your
just
mom's
'cause
right.
It's sugar. Case in point, granulated sugar doesn't work in iced tea. It has to be heated in order to blend in with something. That's why sometimes you gotta use a sugar-free alternative.
Yes, and sweet tea only scratches the surface of artificially sweetened items. But will our keen sweet tooths, not teeth, tooths, be able to tell the difference between all the artificial sugars? Well, it's time for artificial sweetener is definitely good for your bones, but which tastes like trash and which tastes like home? There is no evidence that links artificial sweetener to healthier bones. In fact, it is probably the opposite.
Much like our episode where we tried to taste if soda came from a bottle tap or can, we're gonna taste foods and beverages that have been sweetened with different artificial sweeteners, and we gotta work together to guess which sweetened it, and we're gonna also choose our favorites.
Right, because why not? If we get more than half of these right, we're gonna be able to win the case of sweetener-free Topo Chico that we couldn't quite get our hands around last time.
I thought there was like a court case for a second. All right, we're gonna be tasting things sweetened with equal, which let's taste these now alone just so we kind of know what we're up against.
And what is equal exactly?
It's made from non-saccharide sweetener. Tastes like,
That's very familiar.
it tastes like candy.
Okay, also tasting sweet and low, the one in the pink,
All right, try that.
which is made from synthetic saccharin compound. Whoa,
I've never eaten this stuff straight. That is stronger and more,
it's finer.
it's finer.
I like equal more than sweet and low.
Doesn't taste good on its own. Splenda, the yellow, crack that open.
Now I gotta wipe my hand because I've licked both.
Yeah, it is made with sucralose and is also derived from a multi-step chemical process, which makes me hungry.
But see, I've always, and I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist, but I've always just been under the impression that Splenda is supposed to be healthier.
This one tastes dramatically better.
And it seems to taste more like sugar.
And finally, we're gonna add some Truvia to the mix, even though it's sweetened with stevia leaf extract, which is similar to the other one. Let's see if it,
Because some people will say, I'm putting stevia on this, but the brand, whoa, and it looks just like sugar. It's the granular.
pretty granular.
Ah!
I don't hate it.
But when you mix it into something,
Maybe
it's not gonna be like licking your palm. We're not playing lick the palm.
and
That's next episode.
no, and a lot of these say 0-calorie sweetener, but technically the FDA allows you to have less than 5 calories to then be labeled 0 calorie.
Right, makes sense.
Go figure.
We're opening our little experiment with the beverage that started the whole conversation. Iced tea, Lipton iced tea to be exact. We're gonna figure out if Aunt Arlene was right. Which one did you just sip out of?
I'm going for the reds.
Okay.
You know, like Rhett is not drinking from the red.
Because usually we do the opposite. Now, I don't know if I said it right, but what I was trying to say about Truvia is that stevia is a natural, actual plant, right?
Natural,
So,
actual.
so Truvia is a brand name that uses the stevia plant. It is completely natural. It's not, but it's technically a sugar substitute, so it's not artificial. So that's what I was trying to say.
This one's just mild, and this one's that one's a lot stronger.
I use the blue.
Yes.
Okay, that's either sweet and low or equal.
And we think that we like Splenda the most.
Oh, are you gonna taste that as well? Because you look like you were getting ready to guess.
What? I was just trying to have my flag ready.
This is confusing. That tastes like Truvia. Truvia.
Yep, the last one.
That tastes like the last one that we had.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we were cheating by tasting them beforehand, but we had to have a point of reference.
This is sweet and low or equal, but we got to know if it tastes better.
I am right in that Splenda is our favorite, right? This one's tastes almost unsweetened.
I think that might be Splenda. I think this is equal. I think this is sweet and low.
But this one this is the toss-up here. But yeah, I liked this one the most, so we're going to go with our Splenda.
I don't know which one I like the most. I'm just very confused. But are we right?
No.
Do we have anything right?
You got Truvia right.
Okay.
So
yeah, that one seemed obvious to us.
from Reds, the first is Splenda,
Yeah. Okay.
then it's Sweet and Low, then Truvia, then Equal.
Yep. Okay. So, but we are right that we prefer the Splenda and the Equal. We just got them backwards, right?
No.
Nope.
Maybe this will get less confusing as the game goes on.
Yeah. No.
You ever had a sugar-free muffin?
Probably. I usually eat whatever somebody puts in front of me.
I don't think I have. I mean, blueberries are sweet anyway. I'm concentrating more on the cake.
I like that.
It's not bad. Not
mean-
overly sweet.
It's also a slightly different consistency.
And yes, this is how I eat a muffin, from the top down. Because if I don't feel like finishing, I've already eaten the good part.
This is more subtle.
top.
Wouldn't you say?
I like it better. Do these artificial sweeteners make your stomach cramp? Because that's happening to me.
Well, I was thinking about those gummy bears that we did the video about with all the reviews, the sugar-free gummy bears.
Those have sucralose in them. Which one is sucralose?
No,
That's,
they have sugar alcohol.
Oh,
We don't have sugar alcohol.
thanks. I almost got scared. This one tastes bad.
I don't have strong feelings. The strong feelings. that
D-
you're
don't
bringing
eat
to this.
don't eat as many blueberries. Just eat more of the cake.
Again, consistency. This is so flaky.
Sorry.
This is the worst one for me.
That one's the worst one to me. This is the second one. This one's my favorite.
Yeah, and
And I'm
I
thinking
think it was subtle.
I'm thinking that's Splenda.
I'm gonna say this is equal.
Let's go with Truvia here. And then the one that you hated, we both hated the most. Let's put the Sweet and Low down there. Stevie?
Well, I have bad news. You fared similarly to the first round in that you got one correct, and that was the first one is Equal. But
Okay, but we were right about this having like a strong flavor and being either sweet and low or equal.
other ones are Truvia,
Truvia.
like
That
Truvia.
was nice.
Sweet and Low,
Eh.
and Splenda.
Okay, so we don't. I agree. We don't really like sweet and low, but equal is okay. But we like Truvia the most, at least in this. And can we call you Stevia?
Yeah, every time you've been saying it, I've had that little, trigger. Like, are they saying my name? But
We
you're
are
not.
Stevia.
We are now.
Okay.
Hey, if you haven't listened to the first 2 episodes of the scripted podcast that we're starring in called Ronstadt, what you waiting for? Because both episodes are available now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. So follow to not miss an episode. Go to mythical.com/Ronstadt for more information.
You ready to eat some ice cream?
Yes.
You ready to get confused while eating some ice cream?
Now, the Mythical crew built. Oh, that looks hard.
They built this ice cream.
Yeah, the Mythical
They
Kitcheneers.
did. You could like.
They made
Start
all
a
these ice
foundation with
creams. So there's no brand names involved. Oh, gosh.
I think it's the artificial sweetener makes
It
the
does
ice cream
something to it.
harder. Yeah.
Does something to it.
If you like hoard ice cream.
I do not like that,
Ooh, that's bad.
and I don't like sweet and low the most. So I kind of feel like let's just put sweet and low on it. Just
Yeah, we think-
we're confusing ourselves.
We
too much.
think we hate sweet and low. So we hated that. It's simple.
Oh, this is also hard.
Is it-
They built this one too.
How hoard is it? Is it real hoard?
It's real hard.
It's real
Oh,
hard.
I just got you a piece. I
Is
just
it-
chipped you off a
thank you.
piece.
You chipped me. Okay, here we go.
Somebody's gonna get cut when this. That's bad too.
It's not that bad. It's got the consistency of insulation, but it doesn't taste bad. Okay.
What else could we do with this ice cream? You could hurt somebody with it.
I mean, you could fashion it into bricks and build anything you want. Oh, this is softer.
Okay, see, okay. Now this feels like regular ice cream.
That tastes good.
That's
We
that's
think-
Truvia.
Truvia is not artificial.
Because
It's actually
Truvia,
natural.
it behaves like a real sugar, and it tastes pretty good.
Because it comes from a natural leaf.
A natural
like
leaf.
the stevia
Stevie.
plant.
Yeah. Oh, this is also pretty. Maybe it's just been out for longer. That tastes like really ice cream. Really ice cream. That might be Splenda.
It's not quite as good as this. In order to stay in this game, we got to sweep this round.
Hold on. Okay, so we think that this is equal. And that's
Yes.
sweet and low because that's worse. I feel good about this, but I'm not 100% sure that we're right. Like, whichever one we like more. We're all wrapped up now. Don't say anything. Don't say anything till I taste it.
I know what I'm thinking, and I also know what you're thinking. This.
I'm thinking the opposite of that, but I don't feel strongly enough to change it.
I
I like this one the most, so I think that that's the. This had a little just hint of artificialness in it in that last bite.
All right, I'll switch them.
But hold on, no, you
I
don't
like
have to-
them
you-
equal.
You don't have to switch it.
I like them equally, but I don't like them equal.
But we have to sweep one of these rounds. So I don't want to force you into this if you.
You want it to be your fault, or you want it to be my fault?
Well, I had a reason. I thought I tasted a little artificial.
I know, I
nature
heard
in
it.
this. Okay.
This is going to be your fault.
Okay, well, I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Well, we're switching these.
Now I have some bad news and I have some bad news.
Okay.
Okay, and we're switching
We
those
got.
Now I have
We
some
got.
good news and some bad news.
We got these right. We got
You-
these wrong.
You
Switch
did
those.
you did better this round, but from the left, it's Sweet and Low.
Yeah.
Splenda,
What?
Equal, and Truvia.
Okay, so I was right about Truvia being the best one and not having an artificial
Yep.
taste.
All right, and see, I trusted your gut, which is nice.
Man, but everything
True-
else was wrong.
Truvia. That's where the answer
Yeah,
is.
Truvia is really coming out on top.
Okay, so sugar-free ribs sounds a little strange.
Well, here's the deal. I totally get this because the low carb, like keto diet is so popular. People still want to have their ribs, and barbecue sauce has a lot of sugar in it.
yeah, okay.
Technically, we can't even get more than half right, but if we sweep this round, we can get half right, and we're still going to give ourselves that Topo Chico.
Yes.
Who are we kidding?
That's a good rib. It's not bad, but it's not great either.
It tastes very strong and sugary,
Yep.
And like
the more I taste it, the less I like
in
it.
like a sweet and low, maybe equal kind of way. But I don't think it's bad. It just tastes really strong.
We know we don't like sweet and low. We don't think we like equal. We think we like Splenda, but we might like equal.
But we don't like Splenda. We think that we like Splenda, but we haven't really liked Splenda. We've been liking equal more. That's what we learned on the last one. Just trust yourself. Okay.
That's the best one so far.
That doesn't have a lot of aftertaste.
I'm just really going to eat the ribs.
The pork part is the best part. Mm-hmm. Is it that these pigs were fed one of these sweeteners? Is that what we're trying to figure out?
No.
No, that's horrible.
Ah,
That's awful. So we're going to say that's sweet and
sweet
low.
and low. I mean, I got to talk to my mom because she's a pink lady.
Hold on.
We like this one the best. So right now, this is becoming Truvia.
This is not that
We
bad.
need to sweep this,
I think this is equal.
and we like equal better than Splenda. I mean, I am perplexed. I mean, I feel like I've been like artificially sweetened into submission by this process.
You guys are so close. There's one switch you need to make, and it's a switch that you know.
we need to switch
It's
these
a
two.
switch you know.
Switch
Okay.
these two.
Stevia is telling us.
No,
I mean, don't switch those two. Don't switch those two.
Well, I just
No,
wanted to illustrate
listen.
what we weren't going to do.
I said it was a switch that you would know. If you go back to, Equal and Splenda. Now, what do you know about what you like?
Hold on. Did you just?
We like Truvia.
Okay, and what else do you like?
We like equal.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
You've done it!
yes,
You've won!
Wow.
we won the Topo Chico.
And also, just consistently, we like Truvia, and equal is the sleeper sweetener.
it is
Sweet
the
and
one
low
we
is
like, right?
sweet and low
Yes.
is by far the worst tasting one. And it kind of makes sense because it's been around for a really long time.
We did it, Rhett.
But we like equal, which has also been around for a long time. I don't
Stevia,
know.
here's to you. Thanks for all your help. Cut that out in the edit.
Yeah, right. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
We're the Mullen family from Rochester, New York, trying the worst candy bar.
With Flat Stanley. And now it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Well, they're in Rochester. They'll probably like it.
My wife likes it.
Click the top link to watch us discover what candy is most popular in what state in Good Mythical More.
And to find out where the mythicality is going to land. The first 2 episodes of Ronstadt, the new scripted podcast we're starring in, are out now. Check them out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. And be sure to follow so you don't miss an episode.